Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn May 30, 2022. With the moon opposite Saturn today, your attention turns to pressing matters. Responsibilities in your personal or home life can draw you in, and you can feel pulled in different directions, making finding a balance a priority. Mercury turns retrograde early tomorrow, and you might be giving off the wrong signals, or others don't interpret the right signals correctly for the time being. Even if the shift is awkward or confusing, the cycle itself, lasting until May 30 RD, is suitable for review. In the weeks ahead, aim to take extra time to arrive at important decisions or put particularly perplexing problems on hold. Rethink your financial situation, particularly dependencies on alternate sources of income. You could experience delays, which can encourage you to get creative with money. For the first part of this retrograde period until the 22 ND, it occurs in your solar 8th house, and you can find yourself backtracking with shared finances, intimate relationships, or matters of trust. After the 22nd, your one-to-one relationships are affected most. It's a time of some introspection and review, and reassessing joint finances and debts can be beneficial. You may frequently turn to the past to understand the present, and this rumination can be particularly useful. Your traditional planetary ruler, Mars, continues to swim through mystical Pisces in your 5th house of love, passion, and pleasure, which means you're not only more expressive with your heart's desires but also making them known without shame or fear. What you're portraying to the world may or may not align with your truth, which is something to consider under today's opposition between the moon in Capricorn, your public persona, and taskmaster Saturn via your emotionally driven 4th house of home, family, and innermost feelings. Venus is also glimmering through your detail-oriented 6th house, so be sure to explore your options. The end of the first quarter moon in Capricorn is not the end of your professional spotlight. If anything, your attention and presence are more notable on a larger scale now that the moon is shining in Virgo. Virgo's lunar influence implies that you are coming across as a meticulous perfectionist in your network. Colleagues far and wide may congratulate you on your impeccable eye for detail. As you are being recognized for your precise nature, accept any praise that comes your way. It could even be enough for you to go after your next professional aspiration confidently. You could be feeling quite lazy today, and you definitely deserve to be. You deserve some time off after all of the stress over your job and finances of the past week. Give yourself the gift of a day off. Do exactly what you want, whether it be staying on the couch and scrolling through YouTube or spending the entire afternoon soaking in a bath. Today's a day for total indulgence, so let yourself relax and unwind. Whether a pleasant family get-together is on the cards or a celebration with friends today is perfect for socializing. Just as you enjoy the company of others, they like being with you too. Friends and family know exactly how much you mean to them and value your company. Be yourself today, because they accept you just as you are, loving you and trusting in you. It's not like you're in the doghouse, but you need to wait for a better time when the spotlight's on you. Don't ask for anything extra from roommates, bosses, or sweetie right now. Looking for the right person for a long time, you may not have found the ideal partner yet, but the likelihood of meeting them is promising and too good for you to miss. Give yourself a push and summon all your seductive sex appeal. Be prepared for the next opportunity you get to win over that special someone. The more you can secure your emotions at this time, the more powerful you will be. There is a great opportunity for you to find stabilization in the strength of the people around you. The problem may be in your approach. If you tackle every situation as if you are going to fail, you most likely will. Know that you have the power to succeed in everything you do. This is a day that will highlight your intelligence. 8. Your determination is concrete today and your organization skills are at their best. You will definitely know how to realize a perfect accord between your sense of duty and sacrifice. Realizing an action that is useful for the public, visiting someone who is sick or helping friends or family, is extremely helpful. Nothing will stop you from acting and for the good of all. Just having the moon in your communication sector during the sun's last full day in your relationship sector is an advantage, but even more so as they form a friendly aspect. This is a chance to ensure the communication lines are open while the solar spotlight is still on your relationships. At the same time, the moon's first alignment with Pluto since his retrograde turn in your communication sector will also make it easier to give your emotional responses, the past and unsaid words, a voice. Having the moon in your communication sector during the sun's last full day in your relationship sector is just one of the advantages today. Just days after clashing as an eclipsing full moon that put a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test, the moon is here as the sun's friendly aspect to Pluto peaks, something that is already giving your relationships, the past and unsaid words, a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Venus and Mars are aligned in Aquarius, giving us a chance to understand the way we partner and express our innermost sentiments to others. This connection offers us the romantic world if we choose to take it. Rather than make a major declaration of love, the Aquarius energy makes us take a step back and understand our feelings at a deeper level. Perspective is everything here, so you'd better be clear about what you feel when you feel it, because the next few weeks are going to be all-encompassing when it comes to romance. These two planets share a minor aspect with expansive Jupiter, which might accelerate all possibilities and make us feel as though the world is ours to conquer. Slow your roll before making any moves. You don't have to win a race. Love is about building connections and knowing the person on a soul level. Also, Mercury and the nodes of destiny square off, which can give you a push to spread your wings and fly, but only if you are on the right track and prepared to do so. You'll have warm feelings for the people you keep close, and you can enhance your connections today. You'll be feeling sociable, and communication will be very open. Being this in touch with how you feel while also being able to convey it exactly the way you like is a blessing. However, this comes with the countering energy of the Moon-Neptune square, making things seem slightly less real. Misperception is very likely at this time, so be careful not to react too seriously to anything, and be aware that you might be more sensitive than usual. The best thing would be to put your energy into creative outlets or some other method of escaping reality. You're sure to at least be resourceful enough to come up with some problem-solving ideas. Time limitations could give you a reality check, but you could be too motivated by possible success to think much about it. At midnight, the moon enters Cancer, ending its void of course which began last night. Over the next 2 days, the moon transits the sign of its exaltation, amplifying feelings of peace, harmony, and accord. Engage in activities that stimulate your senses and allow you to commune with nature. At this time, comfort takes primacy, which means we may be more stubborn or sluggish in our movements as we linger in each moment, stopping often to smell the roses. Shortly after the moon enters Cancer, it squares Mars and Venus, stimulating our desire complexes in potentially frustrating ways. The heart wants what the heart wants, and it might now seem that what our heart wants has been denied to us. Perhaps this is a matter of unrequited feelings. Perhaps our needs have failed to be met. Perhaps we are simply uncomfortable airing romantic or gushy sentiments. We would love for things to be simple, but the extent of a circumstance's complexity makes for moodiness. We may also act a bit desperate, convinced that hearts can be changed if we simply dig in our heels and refuse to acknowledge another's interest or lack thereof. We must determine whether we are potentially hurting ourselves in our unwillingness to accept anything other than a simple answer.